Hey everyone, it's Nate here with Element Van Life. Just want to do my Tuesday Q&A. I do these every Tuesday. Post your questions below and then I'll answer them in the next one. There is an FAQ section on my website. If any of the questions are already on there, I'm not going to answer them in the video. Let's get started, guys. We have a lot of great ones to go over. Bry0831. Hey Nate, the videos are better and better every week. Thank you. Do you have your parents or a relative listed on your health share plan as an emergency medical contact? Not really sure, actually. That's a good question. I don't know. You've got me stumped on that one. I'm pretty sure that I probably have someone listed on there as, as another contact, another point of, I guess, a point of contact, but I'm not really 100% sure. I'll have to check on that. Also, how's your newer solar panel working out? Did you reattach it to the roof, or do you take it out manually each time? I take it out manually. It's underneath the bed right now, and I just take it out, fold it out during the day, and then put it back in there, before going to bed at night. I don't think it would attach very well to the roof, and it's not really meant to do that. It's really kind of meant to be stowed and then used during the day and then put back in there. I hope that'll increase the lifespan of it. Yeah, but it's working out pretty well so far. Surprisingly, knock on wood, it's been really good. It keeps the power charged up in the battery when I use it, and it seems to be doing its job, so hopefully it stays that way. Roadside Rick, how do taxes work out with all these seasonal jobs are you filing in multiple states? What state is your home base? So right now my home base is Louisiana, and yes, I do file in multiple states. Last year I think I filed in 4 or 5 different states because I had jobs in a lot of different places. It was pretty expensive at the end of the year, because you have to pay a little bit extra to file each different return, but it worked out okay. Next one is from Zeros La La. Interesting name. I think it's supposed to be like Ooh La La. That's cool. What is your contingency plan should the Element get into an accident or become totaled? Not 100% sure. I do have full coverage on the Element, so hopefully I would get money back for it if I got into an accident like that, and then hopefully be able to put it towards a new van and get another van. That's the I guess that's what would happen. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, though. Wes St. Cyr, currently traveling in my own SUV RV, right on, wondering about the window reflectors. How big of a difference do they make, and would you recommend using them? They don't really make a difference in terms of heat for me. If you put them up against the actual glass of the window, I think that it would be a little bit better, but for me, I have the black felt in there, and then I attach it. I basically do it entirely for privacy, and then I keep the reflectors on there because I like the look at night. If I turn a light on at night from my phone or something, it makes it a little bit brighter in here, and I just kind of like the look of it. Maybe it helps a little bit. This one is right up against the glass usually on the roof here, so that probably helps a little bit more, but all in all, I don't think they help all that much unless you install them really the right way, and even then I'm not even sure if it helps that much. Swifty with Fragile X, how do you and Antine handle dating long distance? We just try to talk to each other as much as we can. I talk to her on the phone almost every day, and we stay in contact throughout the day. I mean, it's not fun, it's not the best thing to do, but I know that I'll get to see her soon and get to spend some time with her again soon, so just got to look forward to that day. Kevin Strickland, hey bud, so what do you use for laundry detergent? Something that works well as well, packs, liquid powder. I actually just use a regular detergent thing. I get the small one usually. I don't go with like a big crazy one, and then I store it inside my laundry bag. So as I start putting clothes in there, if it leaks a little bit, it's not the end of the world. It just leaks onto my clothes, which are about to get washed anyway, so it works out okay. But yeah, just a regular Tide laundry, regular laundry detergent thing, small one. Jason Lowell, hey Nate, love your videos, dude. I'm visiting California for the summer and I was wondering how I can hit you up to get some surf lessons while I'm out here. Shoot me an email. There's an email on my website. Definitely down to do that if I have time, man. That would be a lot of fun. Jerry Pitchford, Nate, have you thought about going with a 2-burner camp stove instead of a single? It could make cooking a little less hassle. Yeah, I've definitely thought about that. Right now, I mean, I have the single burner one, but I think that it would be a lot easier to have the double burner. I kind of agree with you on that. It would be, I'd be able to cook 2 different things at the same time. I mean, I really only have 2 pots anyways, though, so, like, yeah, I guess I could do rice and then also saute up stuff at the same time instead of doing it separately. but at the same time, I think it would take up a little bit more space. But I also like the idea that it would be flatter, and I could maybe even cook in here a little bit easier with a flatter single or 2 burner stove instead of the single burner one. So definitely something I'm thinking about maybe at some point in the future. Van Life, my life on wheels. Hey Nate, I am just curious, what is stopping you from leaving the bed down during the day? You obviously have the space to lay it out, so why not keep it out? The whole purpose of me designing this bed like this was so that I could do exactly what I'm doing right now and sit back here and relax back here. I just took a nap back here. I just kind of like, I lay it like a little, I guess at like a corner and angle here, and it's really comfortable to take a nap. I don't know. And then just being able to come back here and access things if I need to brush my teeth, or if I want to like eat lunch, make a sandwich. It's a lot easier to do it out here than if the bed is all the way extended. Also, I can't drive if the bed's all the way out, so I'd have to like break it down like halfway, and then I wouldn't be able to sit back here at all because of that. Yeah, if the bed's all the way out, obviously I can sit back here and do all those things that I just said, but in order for it to be all the way out, I have to have the seats all the way forward, and I can't just hop in the driver's seat and drive. So when I bring those front seats forward, I have to at least break it a little bit so it's at an angle, and then I wouldn't be able to climb back here and use the space back here. And the whole reason why I designed this way was so that I could use this open space back here. BJ Martin, you or anyone with an Element, you ever get the P2646 code? I don't think I've ever got that one before. I don't know if anyone else has. If anyone has, feel free to leave a comment on this video, and hopefully you can help BJ out here. I'm not really sure. I don't think I've ever seen that one, but yeah, choking from accelerating around 65. Definitely check out the Element Owners Club. I'm sure you probably know about it, but there's a great forum online, elementownersclub.com, I think it is, and there's tons and tons of information. If you type that code in, you might be able to find some folks that have dealt with it before. Holly Crocker, Dan. Oh, my name's Nate. That's kind of funny. I don't know who Dan is. Totally random, but did you have brain surgery? I didn't. I have that. I don't know if that's just like a part or something like that in my hair, or some sort of like weird scar that I don't know where it came from or anything like that, but it's just there. I didn't have to have any brain surgery. JRO Bessie, hey Nate, where are you? Are you still in San Diego? Where to next with your Spanish degree? Do you plan on living the van life in Central or South America in the future? As of right now, I don't really have any plans to go to Central or South America with the whole Spanish degree. I mean, I think it would make it a little bit easier, but my Spanish really isn't that great. I mean, obviously it would get better if I went down there and spent time there, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure on that. And then where to next? I am in San Diego still as of right now. I'm going to be here for the next couple of months more than likely, and then I'm going to make my way back east towards New Orleans, and then probably north up to the sugar beet harvest. I'm not 100% set on that yet, but it seems pretty likely that's where I'm going to be in the fall. Natural Nomad, question, why do you think it's so much more miserable being sick in the van than otherwise? You love living in the van versus a star. Okay, so yeah, I think that, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, that's a good point. It's definitely easier to just hop in the driver's seat and drive to the ER or something like that, which I would at all costs avoid doing because it's really expensive to go to the ER here in the United States, as I'm sure a lot of you know. But, you know, I guess, yeah, if you needed to, that's definitely a good point. But at the same time, I don't know, I just think that it just gets hotter and stuffier. You're in a more crammed space, and then, you know, being sick to your stomach is obviously not as comfortable here than if you have like a bathroom that you can go to and be sick to your stomach in. You know, like obviously it's just a little bit grosser to, you know, have to throw up in here or something like that, which fortunately hasn't happened to me yet, but at some point, yeah, I can imagine that would not be fun to deal with. Tina LeGrand, Nate, did you ever envision this type of lifestyle as a child? My grandmother just passed last week. I'm sorry to hear that. And I can remember traveling from Washington to Colorado with her in her van. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I was always like, I don't know. I guess I probably didn't. I guess the answer to that is no. As I grew older and as I became more aware of this lifestyle, that's when I started envisioning it for myself. But yeah, I don't think as like a young child, this is something that I was thinking about, no. Johnny Knoxville, Nate, what do your family and friends think of you living in the element? Ha, that's funny. Cullen, thanks for answering my question. Next question, would you do meetups in the future with fans or other van dwellers? Yeah, definitely. It's something that I'm definitely open to and hope to do at some point in the future for sure. Jay Davin, how do you manage the humidity or condensation in the element? There's not really much that I do. I know there's the trick with the sock and the old cat litter and the old sock, or throw that under your seat and there's no condensation. So far this year, it really hasn't been that bad out here. It's pretty warm most of the nights, and I don't know, I'll crack open the sunroof, and that tends to kind of let all the condensation for the most part go out. Sometimes there's a little bit on the sunroof up there, but it's not enough to really worry about as of right now. Noel Vallejo, in terms of durability, have you had to replace anything, van parts excluded, so far? That's actually a really good question. So not including things that go wrong with the Element, have I had to replace anything so far? The solar panel, multiple times. I've been through so many solar panels, but that's only because they've been defective and I've just been unlucky. But yeah, other than that, not really. That's a good question. I really don't think there's anything else. The battery is starting to act up a little bit. I'm noticing that it's, at full charge overnight, it's not lasting as long. Like sometimes in the middle of the night, the fridge will turn off. The fridge is designed to turn off when the battery gets to 50%, just to protect the health of the battery. So when it gets a little bit low, the compressor can't even really start up, and I'm noticing that that's happening more frequently even when I go to sleep and the battery is at full charge. So it's definitely possible that it's starting to go, which I guess would be reasonable. I've had it for almost 2 years, so it makes sense. But yeah, other than that, not really too much. And the last question here is from Billy Loves Bongs. Keep up the videos. Have you met anyone traveling and living in a van with a dirt bike? That's another good question. Yeah, dealing with the added weight and stuff like that. I have not met anyone like that, but I do know that they are out there. They absolutely are. I bet if you do a Google search, maybe check like cheap RV living, and I think someone suggested Enigmatic Nomadics, that maybe he has one as well, Jamie from that channel. I'm not 100% sure. I've watched a few of his videos but haven't seen everything, but maybe check that out as well. Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure. I can imagine that having the added weight in here, especially during the day, or I guess in a bigger van during the day and stuff, would definitely add to gas mileage concerns, things like that. But yeah, I'm definitely not an expert on it. I've never personally met someone who's had a dirt bike on the road. So that sums it up for all the questions, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to y'all in the next video.